If you're looking for a controller that won't fight you every time you try to mix, the RANE Performer is worth a serious look. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. Most 4-channel controllers either feel flimsy when you push them, or cost so much that you second-guess every scratch. This one sits in the middle, but in a good way. It's not trying to be a flagship with a price tag to match, yet it still gives you the core tools you need to play real sets without constantly worrying about whether the jogs will stall or the faders will wear out after a month. That reliability matters when you're mid-set, and the crowd isn't waiting for your gear to catch up. The motorized platters are where this controller earns its keep. They're not just spinning aluminum, they've got torque behind them, so when you nudge a track forward or pull it back, it actually responds instead of dragging like a lazy top. That's the kind of detail you notice when you're trying to beat match by ear or loop a phrase without the jog wheel fighting you. The magnetic drive helps keep the movement tight, so you're not constantly recalibrating or dealing with lag between your hand and the sound. Where the Performer really shines is in the stem modes. If you've ever struggled to blend vocals, drums, or bass lines cleanly without drowning everything in effects, the stem split and stem level functions let you isolate and balance elements on the fly. It's not just a gimmick, it's useful when you're working with tracks that weren't mixed for DJing and still want to keep the energy up. The integration with Serato DJ Pro makes it even smoother, so you're not jumping through hoops to get the software to recognize your controller properly. The faders are another standout. They've got adjustable tension, which means you can dial in how much resistance you like when you're scratching or just mixing. That might sound minor, but once you've used stiff, mushy, or inconsistent faders, you realize how much they can ruin a set. These feel precise without being finicky, so you're not constantly adjusting your grip mid-performance. On the output side, you've got XLR and 1/4 outs for main and booth monitoring, plus RCA stereo for connecting to external gear. That's handy if you ever want to route your mix through a sound system, or just keep your monitoring separate from your main output. The MAG4 crossfader is built to last, which is good because crossfaders are the first thing to wear out on most controllers. RANE's reputation for durable crossfaders isn't just marketing here, it's a real advantage if you're gigging regularly. Now, the trade-offs. This isn't a beginner toy, and it's not a club standard mixer either. It's a 4-channel controller that assumes you know your way around Serato and basic mixing techniques. If you're still figuring out what a cue point is, you might feel overwhelmed by the stem modes and DVS options. The learning curve isn't steep, but it's there, and the manual isn't exactly a bedtime read. Also, while the motorized platters are a highlight, they do add weight. If you're someone who packs light or moves gear often, this isn't the most portable controller in its class. It's solid, which is great for stability, but it's not something you'll toss in a backpack and carry to a friend's house without thinking twice. Who should buy this? If you're a bedroom DJ who wants to step up from a basic controller without jumping to a $1,000 plus setup, the Performer gives you the tools to play real sets with confidence. It's also a solid choice if you're working with stems regularly and want a controller that can handle that workflow without extra latency or glitches. And if you're playing small gigs or house parties where you need reliable outputs and durable faders, this controller won't let you down. Who should skip it? If you're just starting out and need something ultra simple, there are cheaper controllers that will do the job without the extra features. And if you're already playing clubs and need something that can handle complex routing or multiple audio interfaces, this might feel a bit limited. It's not a one-size-fits-all solution, but for the right person, it's a smart investment. At the end of the day, the RANE Performer isn't trying to be the flashiest controller on the market. It's built to be a workhorse, reliable, responsive, and flexible enough to handle real sets without overcomplicating things. If that's what you need, it's worth checking out. Link is in the description if you want to take a closer look.